Do you believe in creation or evolution? Strange question, you might think. Of course we believe in creation. We're Christians. Well, let me tell you that many times as Christians, we act like evolutionists. Allow me to explain. One of the core beliefs about evolution is survival of the fittest, which basically means that the species or organisms that are the strongest, fastest, and can best adapt to changes in the environment are the ones who will survive and continue reproducing to maintain the species. Now, I've heard Christians, who are usually in a comfortable spot in their life, speak about other people, particularly the marginalized, the weak, or the disadvantaged, as, well, they brought this upon themselves, they should be able to get out of it on their own. Or other things like, I don't see why I have to help anyone since I've worked hard myself to get where I am. And when Christians say these things, they are acting like evolutionists who believe in the survival of the fittest. They believe that everyone creates their own reality and some people bring some things upon themselves, and they should be able to get out of poverty, for example, on their own. But even Jesus said that the poor would always be among you, meaning that there would always be people in vulnerable situations that need help from others. Do you think God can't solve the problem of poverty, injustice, disadvantage, disability in the blink of an eye? Of course he can. But he calls on his followers to establish justice in the meantime. Why? Because it is a natural antidote to selfishness, which ultimately leads to self-destruction. I'd like to share with you one of the central teachings within Judaism, which is called Tikkun Olam, and is basically any activity that repairs the world or improves it, bringing it closer to the harmonious state for which it was created. All human activities are opportunities to fulfill this mission, and every person can be involved, whether they're a child or an adult, a student, an entrepreneur, an industrialist or artist, a caregiver or salesperson, political activist or environmentalist, or just one of us struggling to keep afloat. Tikkun Olam is often associated to acts of social justice and environmental awareness, but it is so much more than that. Tikkun Olam can be carried out in our daily lives in small acts of justice or repairing our world. It can be as simple as bringing in your neighbor's trash cans and recycling containers back to their driveway because the wind blew them away and they are disrupting the flow of traffic. You would want your neighbor to do that for you, right? And so your Tikkun Olam in your world reverberates throughout the rest of the world. If you open your eyes to opportunities for carrying out Tikkun Olam, you will find many. The prophet Isaiah writes in chapter 1, verse 17, "Learn to do good, seek justice, rebuke the oppressor, defend the fatherless, plead for the widow." And an even more hair-raising message is found in Jeremiah 22. Be careful in filling your pockets at the expense of other people's suffering or other people's lives. You will not end well. You will pay an eternal price for that. God takes justice very seriously, and so should we. And with that, we come to the end of our nuggets. I'll see you tomorrow.